What's up, y'all? It's me, dportis47, and I'm coming to y'all with another video. I know my videos are so far and in between. However, I've gotten a lot better this year. I'm gonna stay consistent through the whole entire year. But I wanted to talk to y'all about, the spirit of fear and how easily fear can come among you to where it's like, wow, So I got a story to tell real quick, and I'll be done talking. Y'all can get on throughout y'all's day. But I went to Ohio over the last weekend, and I traveled back Sunday. So I left out Sunday, and I had a client call me, and I was, talking with a client and everything. And she had mentioned and said that there was a big storm coming through, the east and everything, and be careful. And I'm like, a big storm? Like, what? Like, for real? So I started kind of looking through my phone a little bit. I pulled over and grabbed a cup of coffee, got some gas, and I started looking through my phone. And then I called one of my partners, called my boy Reggie, and was like, yo man, get online for me and start looking at dualdoppler.com or something, weatherchannel.com, in reference to this storm coming. So, make a long story short, by the time I got to, Kentucky, I was headed south from Ohio to Atlanta, and I was coming through Kentucky, and the weather started getting really, really bad. I mean, it was like getting real bad to where it was like, wow, like what the heck is going on? All this snow, and I mean, it was just a whole bunch of snow, and I was sliding all over the place, and just all over the place. And by the time before I got to Kentucky, I was in Cincinnati, and this dude had like spun out in the middle of the freeway, and I barely missed this joker. Like, I could see like the whites of his eyes. I mean, it looked like I was almost about to give him a jump in the middle of 75. That's how close he was to me. And I swerved off, I missed him, I started fishtailing all over the place. And I looked in my rearview mirror, and there was a tractor trailer that sideswiped him, and like I think it took off his mirror, and dude spun off to the shoulder, hit the guardrail, and I'm like, dang, I was already nervous, but by the time I got to Kentucky, it was real bad. I mean, traffic was so bad, it was like, the weather was so bad that it was like, man, so I eventually ended up pulling over and getting the hotel Sunday night. And I started watching the weather. As soon as I got to the hotel, Sunday about 6 p.m. or so, I started watching the Weather Channel, and and I'm just constantly just taking this stuff in. I'm constantly listening to them talk about how bad it's gonna be, 11 to 13 inches. When I got to the hotel, I got stuck twice. It was just like, wow, like, I cannot believe I'm in this mess. And it was like, man, then I had another near-death experience where this tractor trailer came over on top of me, and at first I'm thinking to myself, like, why is this dude coming over? Like, why is he coming over like this? And when he finally got in front of me and I got behind him safely, I could see there was a cop in the right-hand lane, the actual traffic lane, and I know his mindset more than likely was, I'd rather hit this dude than hit the cop. So, like, this dude was about to take me out, man. I mean, it was really, really bad. So, when I woke up Monday morning, I'm watching the news some more, and I said to myself, I said, you know what, I gotta turn this off, because it's not doing anything but scare me. It's like the weatherman was like the boogeyman. I mean, he was like, it was like I was watching a horror movie, man. I mean, it was really, 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 really bad. And I kept telling myself, like, man, I don't think I can leave. Checkout's at 11. I'm not gonna leave till 11 when the sun come up and everything. So, I just turned the news off. I turned it off because that's how they talked about how bad the side streets was, and the only view that I had from the hotel was like a side street, and it was like just the true 11 to 13 inches on the ground. And you know, I was like, man, I'm never going to make it home. Like, I'm going to be stuck in this hotel another night. You know, I don't want to be here. You know, the hotel was expensive and I didn't even have a choice. Like, you know, I could go stay at this place. I mean, I'd rather stay there in the Econo Lodge, to be honest, for, you know, I say, you know, $30. But I had to do something. So, you know, the choice that I really made was to turn off the freaking TV and stop listening to, you know, where they was just kind of trying to create a story in reference to how bad it is here, how bad it is there, you know. And when I got out on the road, you know, and actually, let me say this real quick, you know, there was a gas station right beside the hotel, and there was a state trooper getting gas. And I started to ask this state trooper, you know, how the roads were, but I was afraid he was going to tell me something I didn't want to hear. So I didn't even ask him. I just said, you know what, I'm just going to go out here. It may be a little tough, it may be a little challenging, but I'm going to just go out here and I'm just going to do it. And when I got out there, man, the roads were clear. I mean, they had really done an awesome job, you know, around mid-Kentucky, where I was at, and they shoveled off all the roads. There was a little bit of ice like on the bridges, so you had to be kind of careful on the bridges and everything. But other than that, you know, the roads were clear. And by the time I got down to, you know, Tennessee, and especially around the Chattanooga area, you know, there was still snow, you know, on the embankments, and there was snow in the grass and everything, but there was no snow at all on the roads. I mean, the roads were completely cleared and completely dry, like a hot summer day, you know. Well, maybe not a hot summer day, but it was just like, you know, if I would have continuously sat there and watched the news and listened to these crazy coofs talk about how bad the weather is and what weather's coming, and versus just showing or talking about, you know, the freeways are clear. They never ever said that within like the hour that I watched, you know, the night before, or the hour I watched prior to leaving. They never ever said the freeways are completely shoveled off and the DOT crew had done a great job. They never said that. But they was doing nothing but instilling fear in my heart in reference to really making a move. So, you know, a lot of times it's really important for you to, you know, go with your own mind, go with your own thoughts in reference to, you know, what you can do versus what everybody else around you is saying in reference to, you know, your situation. There's a quick riddle I want to tell you. I tell this riddle to a lot of people. I think it's the most awesome riddle. That's the only reason I can remember it. But there's 3 guys that go into a hotel. The hotel's $30. Real cheesy hotel. There's no tax or anything. So the 3 guys split it 3 ways. And of course the hotel is, you know, it's $10 a piece per guy. So they go upstairs, they check in. The guy at the front desk realized he made a mistake and the hotel was only $25. So he gave the bellhop 5 $1 bills and said, take this up to the 3 guys that checked in. So on the way upstairs, the guy said, the bellhop said, I don't know how to divide, you know, $5 between 3 guys, so I'm just going to give each guy back $1 and keep 2 for myself. So when he gave each guy back $1, instead of paying $10 for the room, they paid $9 for the room. 3 times 9 is 27, and the bellhop kept $2. Where's the missing $1? Now pause this video real quick and really figure out where that dollar is. Okay, so you try to figure it out, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you the answer for the sake of this video. There is no missing $1, and you know there's no missing $1. It's just I have put into your mind 3 times 9, which is 27, which is true. And you start to really accept that ideology that's true, but it doesn't apply here. Everybody else's situation does not apply to you, okay? Just like that math equation does not apply to that situation. So there is no missing $1. And if you challenge yourself and, you know, you didn't give a confident answer in reference to, man, D Portage 47, you crazy, man, ain't no missing $1. Yeah, you know, 3 times 9 is 27, yada, 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 whatever. But, you know, I'm trying to block the sun for y'all. But, you know, that's truly what it is. So don't let fear grab you, you know, by your neck and swing you around, because you got to know for sure who you are. Sorry for the long video. It's all good, you know. I mean, it's cool. It was worth the 10 minutes that you stayed to watch the video. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace out now.